If you've been following aviation news, you're likely aware of the dispute between Qatar Airways and Airbus that caused quite a stir. What started as a straightforward plane order quickly escalated due to cracks in the paint of their A350 aircraft. But after a prolonged conflict, the two parties have now reached a settlement, and Qatar Airways has big plans for its A350 fleet moving forward. Let's dive into how it all began. The trouble with Airbus began in November 2020 when Qatar Airways sent one of its A350 jets to Ireland for a fresh paint job ahead of the 2022 World Cup. However, after delays, the plane was returned to Airbus with issues discovered under the paint. While Airbus called these minor surface issues, it soon became clear there was more to the problem. In February 2021, Lufthansa repainted its three oldest A350s in Toulouse, showing that Airbus could handle repainting. By May of the same year, Qatar Airways warned that it might stop accepting new planes from Airbus, although the airline didn't initially reveal the underlying cause. Things took a serious turn in June when Qatar Airways followed through with its warning, citing concerns about the paint issues on the A350s. By August, 13 of Qatar's A350s were grounded on the advice of the Qatar Civil Aviation Authority. Qatar Airways CEO Akbar Al-Baker sharply criticized Airbus for not addressing the issue. Despite the complaints, the European Union Aviation Safety Agency (ESA) found no safety concerns, as no other airline had reported similar paint damage. As a result, Qatar Airways had to bring back half of its Airbus A380 fleet to make up for the grounded A350s, even though they had previously called the A380 purchase a mistake. By November 2021, other airlines like Finnair, Cathay Pacific, and Etihad also reported similar paint issues, suggesting that the problem was more widespread than initially thought. Qatar Airways raised concerns that the paint cracking could pose a safety risk, potentially leading to fires, but Airbus maintained the damage was merely cosmetic. As tensions mounted, the UK government attempted to mediate, but the situation remained unresolved. In December 2021, Qatar Airways took legal action against Airbus in the London High Court, demanding more than $600 million in damages. In response, Airbus canceled a significant order from Qatar for 50 A321neo aircraft in January 2022, which led Qatar Airways to place an order for 100 Boeing planes, including 5,737 MAX aircraft. The dispute continued as Airbus tried to seek $220 million in damages for the A350s that Qatar Airways had refused to accept. Qatar Airways denied the claims, insisting the airline hadn't breached its contract. After nearly 2 years of legal battles and growing tensions, the dispute between Qatar Airways and Airbus was resolved amicably in early 2023. Both parties reinstated canceled orders, and Qatar Airways began to return its grounded A350s to service. Fast forward to the present, Qatar Airways has resumed operating its entire A350 fleet. Despite the conflict, the A350 remains a preferred aircraft for the airline, and Qatar Airways is the largest operator of the A350-1000 variant. It is only surpassed by Singapore Airlines in the total number of A350s operated. The A350's design offers several advantages, including the widest cabin body in its class, the largest overhead bins, and the widest seats, all of which make it popular among passengers. Additionally, the aircraft features advanced air filtration systems that eliminate viral and bacterial contaminants from the cabin air. With fully lie-flat beds, ambient mood lighting, and quiet cabins, passengers enjoy a top-tier flying experience on the A350. From an operational perspective, the A350 is one of the most efficient aircraft families, with advanced flight control systems and a design that reduces fuel consumption by 25% compared to competitors. Its lower operating costs and lighter, corrosion-resistant materials contribute to its value for Qatar Airways. The A350 has also proven itself to be one of the safest aircraft, with only one hull loss recorded across over 1.3 million flights. The A350's clean sheet design allows it to compete strongly with older aircraft like the Boeing 777, which has been in service for nearly 30 years. Boeing's attempt to respond with the 777X has faced delays and certification issues, leaving Qatar Airways with a clear preference for the A350. Looking ahead, Qatar Airways has ambitious plans for its A350 fleet, focusing on key routes between Europe, Asia, Australia, and Africa. With a strong recovery post-COVID, having served over 7 million passengers in the first 2 months of 2024, the airline's growth strategy hinges on the A350's efficiency. Qatar Airways currently operates 34 A350-900s and 24 A350-1000s, with an additional 18 A350-1000s on the way, bringing the total to 76 A350s. The airline's future plans include the potential acquisition of 100 to 150 wide-body aircraft, further solidifying its position in the competitive long-haul market. With the 777X certification delayed, Qatar Airways may find itself even more reliant on the A350 in the years to come. In conclusion, despite the turbulence between Qatar Airways and Airbus, the A350 is central to Qatar Airways operations both now and in the future. The airline's plans to expand its fleet and operations indicate that the A350 will remain the backbone of its growth strategy. Don't forget to like and subscribe for more aviation news.